Let's be honest, replacing your roof is one of the biggest, most important investments you can make in your home. We're not just talking about shingles here. We're talking about the safety, the security, really the shield that protects your most valuable asset. So let's dive into what really sets a professional, top-tier job apart from the rest.
And that's the big question, right? It's a huge deal, and the whole process can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. You've got all these different companies out there. So how in the world do you find a roofing contractor you can actually, genuinely trust to get the job done right?
Well, the best way to start building that trust is to look for cold, hard proof. I'm talking about verifiable third-party credentials. These are the things that show a company has been tested, trained, and is recognized for its super high standards of professionalism and expertise.
Okay, so take this for example. This Select Shingle Master certification from CertainTeed. It's not just some fancy badge they hand out. It is proof positive that a contractor is in the top 1% of their entire profession. And for you, that elite status means you get access to superior installation techniques and the absolute best manufacturer warranties you can get.
Next up, let's talk about another critical layer of expertise. The best way to think of a Hague-certified inspector is like a forensic expert, but for your roof. These guys are trained to do incredibly accurate damage assessments and to spot subtle issues that other people might completely overlook. This ensures that any work done is based on a really thorough expert analysis.
Now, let's talk about resilience. This is absolutely crucial, especially for homes in coastal areas like, say, Southport, North Carolina. A fortified roof isn't just a regular roof. It's engineered to a much, much higher standard. It's a whole system designed specifically to stand up against severe weather and even hurricane-force winds. That's a level of protection that goes way beyond a typical installation.
You know, those big industry awards are great, but local trust? That's everything. Being named a neighborhood fave for 3 years in a row, that shows a really consistent track record of happy customers, right there in your own community. It's a powerful vote of confidence from the people who are literally your neighbors.
Okay, so you've checked out their credentials, and they look fantastic. But what's it actually like to work with them? A true professional makes the whole process transparent and as stress-free as possible, with a clear plan you can follow from beginning to end.
And here's that plan. And honestly, it's refreshingly simple. It's a clear 3-part journey. It all kicks off with scheduling the job and making the initial deposit to get your materials ordered. Then, while the work is happening, the whole thing is managed on-site by a dedicated supervisor. And it all wraps up with the project's completion in your final payment, but only after you're totally happy with the result.
Now, this might seem like a small detail, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. You're never left guessing who you're supposed to call with a question. Having that one dedicated site supervisor on the job means you've got a single, reliable point of contact for anything you need all the way through the installation.
The number one worry. It's the question every single homeowner has, especially in places where the weather can turn on a dime. What happens if a storm just pops up out of nowhere, right in the middle of the job? It's a totally valid concern.
Well, a team with local experience has the answer. They plan for what the source here humorously calls Brunswick County's bipolar weather. See, by working in smaller, more manageable sections, the crew makes sure your home is never left exposed. They can cover everything up quickly and securely, so no matter what the weather does, your roof is always protected.
So, to get the ball rolling, a 50% deposit is required up front. This is pretty standard stuff, and what it does is it allows the company to order all of your specific materials and officially lock your project into their work schedule.
And this quote right here really sums up the whole goal. The entire process, right down to the payment structure, is designed to give you confidence. That final payment isn't due until the job is completely done and you're 100% satisfied with the work.
You know, a really successful roofing project is a true partnership. So once the contractor is all set to go, there are actually a few simple things you can do as the homeowner to prep your property and help make sure everything goes off without a hitch.
And here's a fantastic little checklist for you. First, just clear your cars from the driveway so the crew has safe and easy access. Go ahead and move any patio furniture, potted plants, or grills away from the house. Inside, it's a good idea to secure anything fragile hanging on the walls, just because the work can cause some vibrations. Oh, and here's a great tip. Mowing your lawn beforehand actually makes the magnetic nail cleanup way more effective. And of course, a quick heads up to your neighbors is always a nice touch.
The project itself might only take a few days, but the real value of a new roof is measured in decades. So the final piece of this whole puzzle is the long-term guarantee that's going to give you peace of mind for years and years to come.
This is what real comprehensive protection looks like. It's a two-part promise. First, you get the amazing, industry-leading warranty from the manufacturer, which covers the materials themselves. And on top of that, you get the contractor's own workmanship guarantee, which covers the quality of the actual installation. So you see, you're protected from every single angle.
So, at the end of the day, you're not just buying a roof. You're investing in a complete package. You're getting proven expertise that's shown through top-tier credentials, a professional process that keeps you in the loop, and, most importantly, the lasting peace of mind that comes from knowing your home is protected by the very best.
And all of this leaves us with one final thought. A roofing project should be an experience that's built on confidence, not anxiety. When you choose a partner based on proven trust and professionalism, the entire process just changes. So, the real question is, are you ready for that kind of experience?